unveiling misconceptions, poetic ambiguity, and financial oddities in a perplexing world.
Dismay, to my not really surprise, it comes back to a guy in a freaking wheelchair that has nothing to absolutely do with any of this. So, if a guy in a wheelchair committed this crime, I'll hand over my keys to the next person that needs a car. All right. So, yeah, you guys, that being said, be careful who you're listening to and what information they show you. There's suppositions, and then there's like, I know this is it. It took me 10 minutes, not even, to say debunk the junk. All right. None of that was good.
Here we go. Irregular writing refers to a style of prose or poetry that mimics the ambiguous, authoritative, and prophetic tone of an oracle. It often relies on cryptic symbolism and brief, enigmatic statements that require deep interpretation. I'm convinced, and please, I hope I say this right and don't insult. I think for some people, when they don't understand something, they say it has to do with witchcraft, or it has to do with something negative. It has to do with evil. It has to do with darkness. It has to do with doing something, evil and Satan.
And it's interesting hearing her defend her because it hasn't been so outright. I've heard it here and there, but just not so outright. All right, another minute and a half or so, and we're going to jump into the other side because I really need you to see all sides.
Satanic, because they don't understand it. That's why I wanted you to read what oracle writing is. It's poetry that mimics the ambiguous, the authoritative, and the prophetic tone of an oracle. I want to go on here. I want to give you an example, because these examples are really good.
Here's an example.
This is one of her poems. This is from her book that everybody's making a big deal about. I guess they don't like it. The name of this book. Let me make sure I have it right. The name of the book. I think it's called The Good Dark. Again, what does that mean?
Well, I'm just going to listen to her for a minute and see what she's trying to explain, because I got to tell you right now, my answer would be, nope, try again. Nope, try again. But I'd love to hear how Jennifer Coffendorfer translates The Good Dark and a piece of it, because I didn't understand any of what she was talking about at all. Like, what the hell are you talking about?
That's the whole point. The good dark. It's ambiguous. What does that mean? Does that mean dark can be good? Dark can be good if you're a mushroom. Dark can be good if you want to go to sleep at night. Dark can be good if you enjoy wearing black.
That's what we're talking about.
It's meant to be ambiguous. It's meant to make you think. It's meant to be deep. It's meant to be symbolic. It is not meant to be evil. There's nothing satanic. There's nothing evil. There's nothing negative about it.
Well, I want to know how she knows that, because I got to tell you, just from hearing it, I'm very confused by the style. But when she says the good dark, that gets me too. That really gets me. Is there really a good dark? I mean, I have dark colored skin. That's good. And yeah, mushrooms are good in the dark because then they'll grow more. But what? I know we're going to get to the next one. Check this out. We're almost done here, and we're getting to the siblings and how they actually get along according to sources that are not Coffendorfer, that was probably swayed by the family.
About this at all. It's just people don't understand it, and they've decided to make it bad. Yes, I was right. It's called The Good Dark. That's the name of the book. This is what she says about what the good dark is. It is a privacy. The way the ribs curve around the breath, a black box holding the flight data of a bird that never landed. That is her primary poem in her book, The Good Dark. That's her primary poem, explaining what she means. You guys, this is absolutely beautiful in my mind. I'm a poet, by the way. I've only been published once. It was many years ago, but I write poetry all the time to my husband. I write it to my kids. When my mother passed, I wrote and read a poem.
Roses are red, violets are blue. What else can I tell you? but I love you. I can imagine those kind of poems because right now I don't know what the hell she's spitting out there, right? Love true crime. What's up, Holly? Allie's in the house. Long time no see. Did you get yourself a coconut berry drink? Ooh, look at my arms. You can see right through them. Woo! All right, let's continue. Oh, I got a disappearing straw too. There it is. Now it's gone. All right, let's continue, guys. Come on in. Hit that like button if you forgot. We're getting into what many of us think. Now, there's others that think this way, and that's okay. Hey, Kel and Holly, both here. Yay. I don't know if it's perfect for kids, guys. It's a little dark. Are we romantic now? Well, I think those are what Jennifer Coffendorfer would write. Okay. She writes poems. Roses are red, violets are blue. I love you. I'm not evil. All right. That's all I'm taking away from that. Now let's just finish her thought and then we're getting to the other side.
When my father passed, I wrote for him. Poetry is at its very core. It can be so beautiful. And I'm telling you, her writings are so deep and so good. Again, the good dark, it is a privacy. True. What do we mean by privacy? That's when you keep your thoughts, your life.
Yes, even understand that. And it's why I'm trying to understand it. And I don't understand where she's coming from. And not because I don't understand what she's saying. I just don't think that she is standing in the light. I don't see her lightness. Okay, there's light workers and there's regular people that don't even know they're light workers. And there's people that you see and all the time they just have this glow about them. And then there's other people that walk around and it looks like they have a freaking they're always walking around with the rain on their head, clouds and foggy. There's different people like that. And I can't see her light at all. All right, we're done talking about this because it's very biased and I proved my point, what I wanted to say. I gave you guys enough info to go on. Now let's get to the duality side of this, the dual side. Signs the siblings are not as close as Savannah leads us to believe. All right, let's go.
I'm making this video is I wanted to remind a lot of people out there who may live in Pima County, okay, that May 1st is a very important day and a day that they shouldn't miss because that's when your property tax is due. It's going to fall into delinquency because
May 1st. Why is he talking about that?
March 2nd has already passed. And that was the first payment that you were supposed to make, for this 2 installments of your property tax. And Pima County has reasonable taxes, man. If your house was, say, $350,000, your taxes would be in the $1,500, right? Not bad.
Wow.
Right? Light work. But if your house was, say,
I'm wondering if we're leading to that to talk about the money that Annie and Tommaso don't have. All right. That's what I gotta think it's going there. Why don't we spend this much energy on finding missing kids? Well, Jay, we do sometimes. Should everybody do that? Absolutely. I 110% agree with you. Go back to my episode yesterday. Go back to my 3 episodes last week that were not this case. I wish that we could, but money, unfortunately, and white privilege and certain other things gets in the way of the media coverage, don't you think? All right, let's continue.
$650,000, you're paying close to $4,000 now.
Okay, listen, $650,000 is the price that Annie and Tommaso paid for the house. That's what he's getting to. Okay, $650,000. You can't buy a cardboard box in San Jose for $650,000. Well, you can, but it's a 1-bedroom cardboard box, and you gotta have the money to keep up that. All right. Sorry, I missed it. This is, and it's always in the description, my friend. So if you forget, it's always in the description. This is Monk's Intrigue. Go sign up for it. Go check out my description. All the links are in it.
And that's a big difference. So
Yep.
don't forget to pay your property taxes, okay? Because once May 1st rolls around, a 16% annual charge, right? Delinquency fee.
I don't even know what he's talking about, but Mama Pearl, you know, taxes were $10,000 this year, guys. So I don't even know what he's talking about. Maybe that's an error. Maybe we should move there.